Good evening, Club President, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. How many of you have ever faced the period of life filled with negative thoughts, feeling, wanting to give up? How many of you? I too was once in the same spot. But I imagined a world where you could actually change and transform this negativity into positivity, darkness into light. Today, I want to share with all of you something that I have learned throughout my journey to adulthood. It is something that has transformed my life in the way how I perceive things through the ups and downs of life. The art of reframing your thoughts is actually a process of changing how you face, how you see a situation or someone. It is similar to having a coin and flipping it to see the heads instead of the tails. We live in a world where our thoughts is how we view the world. The thoughts are like our lenses. If we are filled with negative thoughts, our world is filled with darkness. But if it's bright like this room, we see the room very clearly and it's filled with lights. It is of utmost importance that we understand the patterns of how we think and to understand these patterns so that it does not affect our emotions and our actions. I was once a very negative person back in secondary school. I wasn't having a really great life. My parents weren't perfect. They often argued on a very consistent basis. Home was like a battlefield. Every time I came home, I had to cower and just avoid everything and just rush to my room. It was as if I was dodging all the bullets they were shooting at each other. I began to wonder, why are people's parents different from mine? Why are their parents so loving? Why are my parents not that loving? They keep quarreling, having cold wars. It just didn't make sense to me. I began to be very jealous every time I went over to a friend's house. You know, you always greet their auntie, uncle, say uncle, auntie. But then they always seem very, very happy. Unlike mine, whenever my friends came over to my house, they say uncle, auntie, then they walk away. But slowly, as I grew up, I started to see things that I didn't really see. Some people, I went to a friend's house. It was a very small house. I think it was a 2 to 3 room flat, but it had more than 5 to 6 people. I began to think, wow, our situation is kind of different as well. They are not financially really well to do. I began to compare as I used to as well. So I think their family may be good, but I guess they're not financially that well to do, unlike mine. My house was a 5-room flat. I had a lot of space. I had room to myself, unlike them. And I began to wonder, I think that everyone do have their own problems. Mine may be my parents, but for them, it could be money, it could be wealth, it could be health. There's a lot of problems that are possible. And in fact, life is actually fair. We all have problems. We all face problems. But how we deal with them is how we use the art of reframing our thoughts. We need to think, oh, my parents aren't good, but what do you have? I have a big house. I live a comfortable life. You have to live with what you have. You have to be happy with what you have. No one can be perfect. My parents may not be perfect. They are not the best parents, but they are my parents. And I love them for that. How to reframe your thoughts? One way is to actually view it in a more positive light. For example, if you really had a bad day, you walk past the sofa, you kick the sofa with your pinky toe, then you walk through the streets, the birds shit on your head. There are many things bad that can happen. But if you think about it, birds shit on your head, wow, time to buy 4D, man. If you think about it, if you kick once, not possible to kick tomorrow again, right? You'll remember it for the next day, or at least the next few days. So if you're having a bad day today, tomorrow probably is a good day. Thoughts is the lenses that shape how we view the world. I hope all of you can use this art of reframing your thoughts to change your darkness into the light. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.